Look at the state of it in here. Look at that. Oh no. Okay, so yes, a bit of a vlog video today. Not really the video I wanted to make this year. Definitely not what I wanted to do this year with my tomatoes. You know, when I sowed my tomatoes in March, I did not imagine that I would be doing this at the end of July. It looks like I'm going to have to remove a lot of my tomato plants. For now, in the small polytunnel. In here, the big polytunnel, you know, we'll probably get away with it for another week or two before we have to rip them out. And it's a race against time, really, to get the tomatoes ripened. This one's not even fully ripened yet. But yeah, it's a race against time because, you know, the blight is very, very quickly spreading in here. And in fact, at the end of the polytunnel there, I am going to have to remove them tomato plants because they have the blight has just infected them all. Now this time last year, this polytunnel was full of lush green growth. There were loads of ripening tomatoes in here and they were doing so well. And we didn't really have blight at all. Whereas this year, you know, there's nothing we've done differently this year to last year. You know, we've taken all steps, you know, we've followed every step possible and we've done everything we possibly can to avoid blight like last year. And, you know, the weather has been very, very wet and humid in the UK the last few weeks. And that's what I put it down to. And sometimes we just can't help that. So it is important, you know, that we don't kick ourselves too much about it. And we just, you know, try again next year, really, because some things are out of our control, and tomato blight, in a lot of cases, is out of our control. You know, all we can do is just take steps to try and avoid it, really. So in today's video, I'm going to be removing the small polytunnel tomatoes, which are much worse than this. They're completely devastated. And I'm going to be replacing them with something else. I think I'm going to be planting a melon in there instead. Okay, so you may be able to tell from over there, you may be able to see that these San Marzano tomatoes, yeah, we're going to have to remove these tomato plants, unfortunately, because there's absolutely zero chance that they're going to recover and give us any sort of crop. We have tried to salvage a few green tomatoes, which we're trying to ripen at home, but to be honest, they've probably got blight already. Yeah, all the fruits that are on here remaining just infected with blight, so we're going to have to remove them. All the foliage is, it's like somebody stuck a flamethrower on them and burnt all the leaves off. That is how bad it is in here. So yeah, the best thing to do really is just remove them and try and plant something else here, you know, instead, really. Obviously not tomato plants again in here, that'd be stupid. No, I'm going to be planting, I think, melon I'm going to put in here instead. So yep, pulling out all the tomato plant. It's a real shame as well because, you know, these would have done really well actually, and there were some really nice fruits on here. They're just, the blight has ruined things again, you know. The blight has been a spoil sport once again, and he's ruining things. Okay, so I am going to put this foliage in the incinerator. I am going to burn it. I'm not going to compost it. Now, late blight spores like this, you know, they do require a living host to survive over winter, but I don't want to run any risk of infecting my plants again, you know, so I'm just going to burn them just to be safe. Now it's typically early blight where the spores can overwinter in the soil without a living host. But, you know, late blight spores require a living host like potato tubers, for example. But yeah, like I said, I'm not running any risks. Wow. You know what, these plants were doing so well. The root system on them is brilliant. Look at the size of the roots on them. It's a real shame that I've had to pull these out. You know, absolute waste, to be honest. Really is a waste. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at the size of the root ball on that. Crazy. Big root ball, but no harvest. I mean, look at that, guys. Barry's Crazy Cherry. Yeah, not a sight for the faint-hearted. I think that's enough to make any gardener cry, to be honest. Just covered in blight. Look at that. Yeah. Real shame, because there was so many tomatoes on this Barry's Crazy Cherry. I'm using my other hand here, guys, so don't worry. But I'm going to try and leave these at home to see if I can ripen them. These don't seem to be as badly affected, but to be honest, you know, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, leave them at home, see if I can ripen these bunches, because, you know, it'd be a shame to waste them. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys. Really not good. Really bad situation with the tomato blight in here. Yeah, better luck next year perhaps. Okay, so it's kind of as if something never happened. We'll forget anything ever happened here, and we had a really bad problem with blight. And yeah, I've just thrown in some spare chili plants here. You know, they are very small and they don't look that great, but I'm sure they'll pick up in a few weeks' time, hopefully, if the weather improves. And over here, yeah, I just moved one of our aubergine pots over here to make room in this path. And then we have a melon plant here with a few little melons on. So I moved the pot from the greenhouse and put it in here. And yeah, it is trailing about quite a bit actually. So yeah, we'll see what happens with those. Maybe they'll trail down here, hopefully. Who knows? But yeah, not great, to be honest, with the tomato blight. I was hoping to do a tomato tasting video around the middle of August, but you know, I don't know if we'll be able to do that this year, you know, because the blight is taking over so quickly. Maybe we will, I don't know. It depends. If we manage to get them tomatoes ripe in time, then we'll be able to do a tasting video, but it's not looking great, to be honest, at the moment. So, but you know, that's just one of those things, isn't it? Blight happens and it's a little bit of a nightmare. So yeah, not really the video I wanted to make, but you know, I want to document everything that happens, and that means the successes and the failures. And you know, I don't like to, you know, bathe in all the success without showing the failures. And it really is 50-50, you know, half it's failures, half of it is success. You know, there's never any success without failure. So yeah, thank you for watching my little vlog video today. Yeah, have you had any problems with tomato blight? Let me know in the comments below, and hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and happy gardening. Remember, enjoy it no matter the weather, even when it's raining like it has been in the UK for the last few weeks, and even when things go wrong like this. That's it for now. See you later.